Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about the volume of rectangular pyramid. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So before we answer number 1 class, let's define first what is rectangular pyramid. Now rectangular pyramid is a three-dimensional shape with a rectangular base and 4 triangular sides that meet at a single point called apex. So this will be the illustration class for rectangular pyramid. Once again class, the base of this rectangular pyramid, the shape, is a rectangle. We call this one class the base. So this one right here class, this rectangle is what we call the base. So this is the base. Now with regards to the apex class, apex is the highest point of the pyramid or the vertex where all triangular sides meet. So therefore class, this point right here, the highest point is what we call the apex. So this is the apex. Now for the lateral faces class, lateral faces of a rectangular pyramid are the sides of three-dimensional shape excluding the base. So therefore class, this side right here, this triangle, this side is what we call lateral faces. So this side, this triangle is what we call lateral faces, this side. So therefore class, we have 4 triangles, we have 4 lateral faces. So this side, this triangle is what we call lateral faces, this side right here. This triangle is what we call lateral faces, and the other triangle at the back is what we call the lateral faces. So this is the lateral faces. Now for the height of this given pyramid class, the height, that would be the apex to the center part of the base. So once again class, center part of the base, this rectangle, and then to the apex is what we call the height. So this is the height of the pyramid. So that would be the center part of the base for this rectangle. Going to the apex is what we call the height. Now for the edge is the line segment where 2 faces are meet. So therefore this face class together with this faces, when they meet, this one right here class is what we call the edge. So this is the edge. Alright, so once again, this face together with this face, when they meet, this one right here class is what we call the edge. So I hope it's clear for you class with regards to the edge. When 2 faces meet, this one right here, this line segment is what we call the edge. Now for the slant height is the distance measured along a lateral face from the base to the apex along the center of the face. So let me just explain that one class. Example class for this face, okay, this lateral face, the slant height class, that would be the apex along to the center part of this lateral face. This one right here class, this is what we call the slant height. Okay, this is the slant height. Center part of the lateral face. Apex to the bottom part, center part of this lateral face is what we call the slant height. Another example, from this point to this point, center part of this lateral face, that would be the slant height. So this is the slant height. Same with this one, center part from the apex to the center part is what we call the slant height. So if you understand this one class, we'll be answering some following examples in finding the volume of rectangular pyramid. Alright, and the formula in finding the volume of the pyramid, that will be the volume of the pyramid is equal to 1/3 multiplied by the area of the base times the height. Once again class, this capital B stands for the area of the base. Of course, we know class that the base of a rectangular pyramid is a rectangle. So once again, this first formula, that would be the area of this base, the area of the rectangle, multiplied by the height. And the second formula, that would be the volume of the pyramid is equal to 1/3 times the length times the width times the height. So in our first formula class, if you have given area of the base and then you have given height, you can just simply use the first formula. And the second formula, if you have given length, width, and height, therefore use the second formula. But actually class, this is just the same. Because the area of the base class, this one, capital B, area of the base, to find the area of the base of this given rectangle, of course the formula area of rectangle, that would be length times the width, right? Once again class, to find the area of rectangle, the formula, that would be length times the width. So therefore class, this capital B, area of the base, is just the same with length times the width. Okay, this is just the same class. But once again, if you have given area of the base, to make it simple, simply use this formula. If you have given length, width, and height, simply use the second formula. Alright, so let's start with example number 1 class for you to understand this one. Alright, so let's start with number 1. A rectangular pyramid with a length of 10 inches, width of 8 inches, and height of 5 inches. Find the volume of the pyramid. So first question there, what is asked in the problem? So therefore, we are told to find the volume of the pyramid. So that would be the volume of the pyramid. Alright, and then second question, what is the unit used in the problem? So we are using inches. So therefore, the unit use, that is inches. The unit use is inches. Alright, and then the third question, what is the volume of the rectangular pyramid? So we have given length, width, and height. So therefore, we will be using the second formula. So let's use the second formula. Length, width, and height. So actually, class, you can illustrate this one for you to really understand the problem. You can illustrate. Now, since we don't have enough space, class, let me just illustrate this one, class. It's better for you, class, to illustrate this one for you to be guided. So we have given length and width. So once again, this is a rectangular pyramid. And we have given length, that is 10 inches. So this is 10 inches. And the width is 8 inches. And then our height, that is 5 inches. Alright, so you can draw this one. So the height, class, that would be the center part of the base. And then this apex, going to the apex, this will be the height. So our height, that is 5 inches. So length is 10, and then the width is 8 inches, and then our height, that's 5 inches. So you can illustrate, class, since we don't have enough space. I will just write the illustration on another whiteboard. So this will be our illustration, class, for the pyramid. So length is 10 inches, and then the width is 8 inches, and then the height. So we are told to find the volume. So therefore, we have given length, width, and height. We will be using the second formula. Alright, so simply substitute the value. So this will be the volume is equal to 1/3. Then the length is 10. So that would be 10 inches. And then width, that is 8 inches. Once again, this is multiplication. If you have the variables close to each other, it means multiplication. Length times width times height. So width is 8 inches. And then the height, that is 5 inches. Alright, and then simply multiply this one, class. Use your calculator. Alright, and then this will be, once again, class, simply multiply this one. 1 times 10 times 8 times 5. So we can ignore 1, class, because 1 times 10, the answer is still 10. So simply multiply 10, 8, and then 5. Alright, so volume will be, so multiply 10, 8, and 5. So 10 times 8 times 5, the answer is 400. And then inches times inches times inches, that would be cubic inches. Alright, and then copy 3. Now you'll be asking questions, sir, why is it copy 3? Because understood, class, you can put 1 there for 10 inches. That's okay. You can put 1 there over 1. For 8 inches over 1, that's okay, class. Over 1, you can put over 1. Understood that any number there is a denominator of 1. Now, if you multiply the denominators, 3 times 1, that's 3, times 1, that's 3, times 1, that's 3. So that's why, class, simply copy 3. Because if you multiply this 1, 3 times 1, times 1, times 1, the answer is still 3. So that's why, class, we simply copy 3. And then simply divide, class, and then you're all set. So 400 divide 3. The answer, the volume, is equal to 133.3333. So this is 333. Now after 3, that's 3. So once again, this is 3 after 3. Therefore, we simply round down. Simply copy 3. Alright, so we simply copy 3. And then do not forget the units, cubic inches. That's it, class. All set for example number 1. Easy as that, class, for example number 1. Alright, so therefore, what is the volume of rectangular pyramid? So the volume is 133.33 cubic inches. That's it, class. All set for example number 1. Alright, so let's have another example, class. Example number 2. Alright, so let's work on example number 2. A rectangular pyramid whose base area is 110 square feet and height of 9 feet. Find the volume of the pyramid. So once again, first question there, what is asked in the problem? You're told to find the volume of the pyramid. So that would be the volume of the pyramid. Alright, and then second question, what is the unit used in the problem? So the unit used, that would be feet. So the unit used is feet. The unit used is feet. Alright, and then the third question, what is the volume of the rectangular pyramid? So to find the volume, class, we'll be using the first formula because we have given area of the base, that would be 110 feet square or square feet. So we can illustrate this one, class. Once again, class, you need to have your illustration for you to be guided. So you can illustrate this one if we have the given rectangular pyramid. Alright, so this is our rectangular pyramid. And then we have given height, that is 9 feet. So the height from the center of this base for this rectangle, this will be our height. That would be 9 feet. And then we have given area, class, area of the base, that would be 110 square feet. So the area of this base, class, this one right here, this rectangle. So the area of this base, that would be 110 feet square or square feet. So this is 110 for the area of the base. So therefore, class, to find the volume, we will be using the first formula because we have given area of the base. Alright, so let's use the first formula. So this will be the volume is equal to, that would be 1/3, then area of the base times the height. So this will be volume, that would be 1/3. Once again, the area of the base, that would be 110 feet square. So this will be 110 square feet multiplied by the height, that is 9 feet times 9 feet. Alright, and then simply multiply this one, class. 1 times 110 times 9. So once again, we can ignore 1 because 1 times 110, the answer is still 110. So simply multiply 110 times 9. Alright, so use your calculator. 110 times 9. The answer is 990. Then feet square times feet, that would be cubic feet. Once again, class, feet square times feet, that would be cubic feet because you need to add the exponent, class. Once again, feet square multiplied by feet. If they have the same base, same unit, copy the unit and then add the exponent, class. Understood that there's one here. Okay, once again, understood that there's one here for feet for the exponent. So 2 plus 1, that is 3. That's why, class, you have cubic feet. I hope it's clear for you, class. Feet square times feet, that would be cubic feet because you need to add the exponent. 2 plus 1, that is 3. Simply copy the base, copy the units feet. Alright, and that would be cubic feet. And then divide 3. Once again, class, same with number 1. Understood that there's 1 here. You can put over 1, that's okay. Or no need to put, just simply divide 3. Or you can multiply 3 times 1, that's 3. Times 1, that's 3. So simply divide by 3. Alright, and then divide this one. So 990 divide 3. And the answer is 330. So the volume, okay, so the volume, that would be, volume is equal to 330 cubic feet. That's it, class. All set for example number 2. Easy as that, class, for example number 2. So therefore, the volume, so the volume is 330 cubic feet. All set for example number 2. Alright, so let's have another example, class, for you to really understand with regards to the volume of rectangular pyramid. Example number 3. Alright, so let's work on example number 3. Given the pyramid with volume of 120 cubic meters below, what is its height? So once again, class, we are told to find the height. And we have given rectangular base. We have given length, that's 8 meters. And then we have given width, that is 5 meters. So let's check if we can use this formula in finding the height. So do we have the volume of the pyramid? Yup, we have the volume. That's 120 cubic meters. We have the volume. Do we have the length? Yup, we have the length. That is 8 meters. Do we have the width? Yup, we have the width. That is 5 meters. And we don't have the value of the height. So therefore, class, if we only have one unknown with regards to this formula, therefore we can use this formula in finding the height. So simply substitute the value of the volume, that would be 120 cubic meters, equals, copy 1/3. So once again, this is length times width times height. Our length is 8 meters, so 1/3 times 8 meters. And then our width is 5 meters times 5 meters. And then we don't have the value of height, simply copy height. Alright, and then you multiply this 1 times 8 meters times 5 meters times the height. So copy 120 cubic meters equals, so once again, 1 times 8 meters, that would be 8 meters, times 5 meters, that would be 40 meters squared, times height, copy height. Okay, once again class, I hope you're not confused. 1 times 8 meters, that is 8 meters. And then 8 meters times 5 meters, 8 meters times 5 meters, so 8 times 5, that's 40. Meters times meters, that would be meters squared. Times height, simply copy height. Alright, and then divide by 3. We still have divide 3. Divide by 3 because understood that there's 1 here. You can put over 1, that's okay. So 3 times 1, that's 3. Times 1, that's 3. So simply copy 3 because 3 times 1 times 1, the answer is still 3. So simply copy 3. Now in this scenario class, since we cannot divide 40 by 3, because if we can divide class 40 by 3, we can example class, this number can be divided by 3, we can just simply divide. But since we cannot divide class, okay, once again class, we cannot divide this one. Because if this is 36 class, example class, with regards to this 40, if this is 36, and then divide by 3, if we can divide, we can just simply divide. 36 divide 3, the answer is 12. Just in case class, once again class, if this is 36, just an example class, with regards to this 40, if this is 36, if we can divide, simply divide. But since we cannot divide class, once again, we cannot divide this one. 40 divide 3, the answer class is decimal. Once again class, 40 divide 3, the answer is 13.3333. The answer class is a decimal and we're not allowed class to round off our answer unless this is the final answer. Once again class, we're not yet allowed to round up our answer because this is not yet our final answer. So therefore, we cannot divide this one class. Because if we will divide this one, the answer class will be 13.33333. And we're not yet allowed class to round off our answer because this is not yet our final answer. So therefore class, the thing that you will do class, you have two solutions class. First solution, you can apply the properties of equality to eliminate this 3. Okay, once again class, we can apply the properties of equality to eliminate this 3. We can multiply both sides by 3. Okay, multiply both sides by 3 so that we can cancel this out. And then simply multiply this one. 120 multiplied by 3. Once again class, when you multiply 3 on the right of this equal sign, you also do that on the left side. Question, sir, why do we need to multiply both sides by 3? So that we can cancel this out because 3 divided by 3, that's 1. Okay, that's the first solution class. Multiplication property of equality. And then simply multiply. 3 times 120. 3 times 120. That would be 360. Copy cubic meters equals. Then simply copy this one because we just simply cancel 3. 40 meters square h. Alright, so I hope you get this one class. Now, second solution class. Okay, second solution. Let me just erase this one class. I hope it's clear for you with regards to this illustration. Second solution. So it's up to you class, which do you prefer? Second solution. In this scenario class, 120 cubic meters equals 40 meters squared over 3. Then copy h. Second solution. Once again, understood that there's one here. We can do the cross multiplication. Once again, second solution, we can do the cross multiplication. Cross multiply. Because many of the students class, they are so confused with these properties of equality. Second solution, you can do cross multiplication. Okay, you can do cross multiplication. So this will be 120 cubic meters multiplied by 3. And then the other one, 1 times this equation. The answer is this equation. 1 times 40 meters squared h. Simply copy 40 meters squared h. You will have the same answer class. So check this one out class. You will have the same answer because 120 times 3, the answer is 360 cubic meters equals 40 square meters h. So you will have the same answer class. So it's up to you class, which do you prefer? So I just need to show the two solutions because once again class, many of the students, they're so confused with these properties of equality. Alright, and then last step, class, to get the value of h. Once again, class, last step to get the value of h, you divide both sides by 40 meters squared. Divide both sides by 40 meters squared. Now, you will be asking questions, sir, why do we need to divide both sides by 40 meters squared? So that we can cancel this out, class. Once again, class, we divide both sides by 40 meters squared so that we can cancel this out. And the remaining equation on the right of this equal sign will be only h. Once again, class, we divide both sides by 40 meters squared so that, class, the remaining equation on the right of this equal sign will be only h. Okay, so divide by 40 meters squared, cancel this out, and then simply divide this one, class, and then you're all set. Simple as that, class. So this will be 360 divide 40, and the answer is 9. And then cubic meters divided by meter square. Okay, once again, cubic meters divided by square meters. Simply copy the base, copy m. If they have the same units, that is meter, copy meters. And then subtract the exponent. 3 minus 2, that's 1. So therefore, we can just simply erase 1. Understood that there's 1 here. So that would be 9 meters equals h. That's it, class. So the height is equals to 9 meters. All set. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 3. Easy as that, class, for number 3. So quite tricky, right, for number 3? But we need to do it, class, step by step. Let's have last example, class. Example number 4, for you to really understand, class, with regards to volume of rectangular pyramid. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 4. And this will be our last example, class. A pyramid has rectangular base. The length of the base is 9 decimeters. And its width is 5 decimeters. If the height of the pyramid is 140 centimeters, what is its volume? Alright, so let me just write down the given, class, for us to be guided. So we have given length. So length is equals to 9 decimeters. And then we have given width. That would be 5 decimeters. And our height, so height is equals to 140 centimeters. So therefore, class, we need to convert this centimeters into decimeters. Because we have 2 decimeters, so therefore we convert this centimeters into decimeters. And the conversion, class, if you still remember, for the metric unit, 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeters. So once again, class, 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeters. We convert this centimeter into decimeters. Alright, so let's convert this one. So once again, our given height, that's 140. We convert this one into decimeters. So 140 centimeters, convert to decimeters. Okay, let me just write it in black, class. 140 centimeters, convert to decimeters. Once again, class, if this is centimeter for our given unit, the unit on the denominator must be also centimeter so that we can cancel out the units. Cancel this out. Okay, so we can cancel this out. And then we convert centimeter to decimeter. So this is decimeter. And the conversion, class, once again, class, be careful in writing the conversion. The conversion, 1 decimeter. So 1 decimeter is equivalent to 10 centimeters. So 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeters. Alright, and then cancel the unit, centimeters. And then simply multiply. So we can put over 1 here. That's okay. Understood that any number, there is a denominator of 1. So you can put over 1, that's okay. So 140 times 1, that would be 140. Copy the units, decimeters, over 1 times 10, that is 10. And then 140 divided by 10, the answer is 14. So we can just simply cancel 0, class, shortcut, cancel 0. And then 14 divided by 1, that's 14. Then copy the units, decimeters. Or 140 divided by 10, the answer is 14. Copy the units, 14 decimeters. Alright, so therefore, this height, class, 140 centimeter is equal to 14 decimeters. Alright, so the height is 14 decimeters. So can we find the volume? Yup. We can now apply in finding the volume because we have the same units. 9 decimeters, 5 decimeters, 14 decimeters. Alright, let's use this one. So volume equals 1/3. The length is 9 decimeters. The width is 5 decimeters. And the height is 14 decimeters. Alright, and then the volume equals, simply multiply this one, use your calculator. So this will be 9. Once again, 1 times 9. So ignore 1 because 1 times 9, the answer is still 9. So this will be 9 times 5 times 14. 9 times 5 times 14. The answer is 360. And then decimeters times decimeters times decimeters, that would be cubic decimeters. Okay, once again, let's double check, class. Always double check your answer, class. 9 times 5 times 14. The answer is 630 cubic decimeters. And then we can put over 1 here. That's okay. Understood that any number, there is a denominator of 1. So this will be 3 times 1 times 1 times 1. The answer is still 3. 3 times 1 is 3, times 1 is 3, times 1 is 3. So simply copy 3. And then divide 630, divide 3. The answer, the volume, is equal to 210 cubic decimeters. That's it, class. All set. For example number 4. All set, class. For example number 4. That's it, class, for the volume of rectangular pyramid. So I hope you learned something new today. Once again, class, if you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, class, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.